It's now time for my Friday panel. This is my favourite time of the week, and joining me, two powerhouse women, Hilmer's Network founder Charlotte Mortlock and Paralympic Champion Ellie Cole. Charlotte, Ellie, thank you both so much for your time. Great to see you. Let's get on to our first topic, so I want to get as much in as possible. Now, New South Wales MP Jordan Lane, he says the traditional 9 to 3 p.m. school day is sexist and that it should be extended to 6 p.m. to help working mothers. Now, I get it. It's a real struggle when you don't finish work till late and school finishes at 3, but I don't think we need to label everything that doesn't suit us as either sexist or something else. What do you think?
I think it's ridiculous to label this as sexist, right? And I think it actually showcases like an underlying issue within our society about gender roles. The fact that this is only affecting women, I think is ridiculous.
Yes.
And as well as making school kids go to school until 6 p.m, as well as the teachers, like, why not address all of the other issues in our culture about, you know, how affordable childcare is, or workplace policies, or culture within the workplace? Like, extending school hours, is that really your solution?
Well, see, it's interesting, Charlotte, and I don't think neither of you are mothers yet, but I have a daughter who's in preschool daycare. And I feel so guilty. Like, I pick her up. I'm the first mother there, like a complete loser, because I don't want her to be there. It's open till 6 p.m. What do you think?
Well, Erin, thanks for having me on at your favourite time of the week. I'm very pleased to be here. Look, I think that Jordan is a newly elected MP, and we elect new people for fresh ideas. And I very much commend that, you know, he's gone out and had a red hot crack in his inaugural speech. And I think it's a bold policy idea. And I do think that it is worth exploring. However, whenever we have these conversations, all I think to myself is that we have just become slaves to capitalism, and we are just so far entrenched on the rat race, where it just feels like we are just constantly looking for ways to spend more time at work and less time with our family. So I would like to counter that idea by offering a 6-hour workday.
Oh, I love it. You need to enter politics pronto, because that's something I would definitely get behind. Okay, talking about work and working a lot, working from home might be coming to an end. Now, a leading tech entrepreneur has hit out today saying it's time to admit that remote work does not work. So he's saying essentially that working from home is the equivalent of a 2-day work week, making it a great lifestyle but bad for companies. Ellie, what do you think?
Well, I work from home, and I knew you were lazy.
I couldn't put my finger on it.
However, I think you have to understand that so many people work in different industries. Everybody has different ambitions, different roles that they play within their workplace as well. And so I think a policy like this is not a one-size-fits-all solution. I think if you show respect to your workplace, that you can work from home and that you want them to respect your lifestyle, that is appropriate. I understand why people do exploit the system. We're always going to have those issues, but I think it's just a situation where you have to assess case by case almost, particularly depending on what industry you're in as well.
I think you're right in terms of the respect goes both ways, and it is on an individual basis. And if you want someone good who can't go into the office every day, but you're willing to compromise to get that good person. Charlotte, do you agree?
Look, I'm surprisingly traditional in my affection for the humble workplace and being there physically. I think it's a really important part of the fabric of our society, having people from all different walks of life that have maybe just a career in common, being able to be in the same space and having conversations at the water cooler, or even being on the bus and seeing other people that you're having conversations with. I think that is really, really important. So I'm in favour of going into the physical workplace. However, I do think that COVID was a really important disruptor in this, because the archaic Monday to Friday 9 till 5, I do not think that needs to exist. And I think that COVID has provided a really good disruption in perhaps giving us a little bit more flexibility. But I think I would probably prefer to have kind of a minimal 3 days a week in the office.
Well, let's look at the hardest workers amongst us, and they are influencers. And I do say that tongue in cheek, but look, I know that they work hard. And twin sisters Sam and Tegan Ryde, who are known as the Ryde twins, have come out today and complained about their 24/7 job, insisting the workload is way more than people might think. One 15-second TikTok takes them, good Lord, an hour to film. Now, I know how much money people get offered for this. So, look, I don't have a lot of sympathy. They can make a mozza
They can. I think it certainly is a luxurious lifestyle. And I actually think they're correct in saying that people don't understand. I'm almost what you would be considering an influencer. how long it does take to create a piece of content. But I feel like these two don't need to feel the need to justify their job in a way. I think it's a great outlet for creatives, particularly when we live in such a digital world now. And I certainly commend them on what they're doing, but they don't need to justify what they're doing. I think they're having a very enjoyable lifestyle, and we're certainly not playing our little tiny violins here for them.
I think you're exactly right, Charlotte. The issue here is, I think, almost complaining about it. I think that's what will annoy people. I think most people understand in this day and age, given the way that we use devices and that so much of our attention is online, that there's a fair bit of work that's going to move into that space. But to wax lyrical about the difficulties of it is where you lose me.
Yeah, and I think, I feel very honoured to be in social media royalty, Ellie and Erin yourself. I am a mere peasant, so I could never understand the effort that goes into it. But no, for these twins, sometimes people go out and do media and you think, who gave you that advice and told you that was a good idea? Because I don't think anyone's got sympathy for them. I think a lot of people are thinking nurses, teachers, cleaners are working a lot harder, and good on you for putting in an hour's work for your 15-second TikTok. But no, I don't think it's going to win you any followers or any affection.
Actually, having thought about it, I did once have to promote this stupid meal delivery service, and that did take me a long time, and it was punishing. And when I kept sending them the kind of things that I was going to post, they're like, not good enough, not good enough, not good enough. So you know what? I've changed my entire attitude towards this.
Be a peasant like me.
I'm going to be peasant.
It's easier.
Charlotte.
See, it's easier.
It's easier.